Could you stand a little taller, just a tad?
Like this?
Yes, yes. The chin a tiny bit lower. Gaze a little more to the right. There! Now, hold the pose.
So, ich habe gerade gemerkt, dass ich das Mikro gar nicht anhatte, als ich die ganze Zeit gequatscht habe. Also ich habe normal genommen, obwohl ich normalerweise lieber auf einfach starte, weil ich einfach erstmal die Geschichte erleben möchte und dann eventuell später merke, da fehlt mir doch was an den Konzeptionsmöglichkeiten oder ähnliches. Mann oder Frau? So. Sind auf jeden Fall schon mal schöne Voroptionen. Ja. Nee, wir machen mal zurück. So. Die Haare können so bleiben. Sieht schick aus. Gesichtsbehaarung. Ah, okay, der kriegt dann. Das hätte was. Das ist auch okay. Augenbrauen sind okay. Hautfarbe ist okay. Die Haare, Farbe. Der hat so schöne stahlgraue Augen. Genau, machen wir mal Rabenschwarz. Gut, okay. R1 ist der nächste Schritt. Sie sollten zu deinem Spielstil passen. Ich liebe ja Magier zu spielen an sich. Mentale Kraft, Willenskraft, empfohlene Talente, Wissenschaft und Intuition. Okay. Ich würde ja wieder fast sagen, um einen Einstieg zu machen, ist er kriegerisch wieder besser. Aber ach komm. So, Ausdauer, Genauigkeit, Beweglichkeit, mentale Kraft und Willenskraft, haben sie gesagt, ne? Wissenschaft, mentale Kraft und Willenskraft, Wissenschaft und Intuition. Also da wähle ein Attribut, in das du deinen ersten Punkt investieren möchtest. Das sollte zu deinem Spielstil passen. Verstärkt alle Zaubersprüche. Attribut benötigt, um die besten Ringe zu tragen. Erhöht die maximale Magiepunkte und die Zauberdauer. Attribut benötigt, zu tragen. Ah, okay. Mehr Aua. Geht nicht, okay. So, Charisma, Wissenschaft hat er gesagt und Intuition. Da darf ich auch erstmal nur einen. Wissenschaft ermöglicht dir einfache Tränke herzustellen, ermöglicht dir schwache Mauer mit Hilfe von explosiven Fiolen zu zerstören. Oder Intuition, Orte, an denen du sammeln kannst, sind einfacher zu erkennen. Das ist eher meins. So, und dann steht da schon wieder Spiel starten über das Dings. Das Touchpad. Na, versuchen wir doch mal. Ja.
Just a few more minutes. You have such an incredibly singular face. That's a compliment, my lord, out of my mouth. Your particularity gives you character.
You're still here?
We've nearly finished. Have you any more need of me, Master?
You haven't forgotten that we're setting sail today, have you?
Of course not.
Your cousin is nowhere to be found. I've searched the palace from cellars to attics. Your uncle is beside himself.
He was of a mind to paint the town last night. Don't worry, I shall track him down. Make care to your own preparations without wrinkling another frown. We'll meet you on the boat.
It's about time your cousin took account of the responsibilities awaiting him. He should go and inform the ambassadors of Teleme and the Bridge Alliance of his departure.
Have no fear, Master. I will go and see them in his name. I beg your pardon, but urgent matters call me away. Might we finish all this later?
Impossible, my lord. You are leaving with the tide, if what I've been told is correct.
I am sorry, sir. Truly, I must be going.
My lord, please, I beg you. Her Highness has personally requested I finish this.
Thank you, cousin, for getting me out of that.
Gut, okay. Hätte ich da abbiegen können? Nee. Ah, das ist bloß eine Balustrade. Mehr ist das nicht. So.
Sire, I'm sorry. I'm afraid that I won't make for good company.
Ups, sorry. Wollte ich nicht.
Greetings, Your Excellency.
I wish you a good day, Your Excellency.
Da komme ich anscheinend nicht rein. Na gut. Ich habe jetzt verpeilt zu gucken, ob ich den Namen hätte ändern können. Naja.
Hey! Green blood!
Kurt.
And so the day has finally come. My royal fledglings are leaving the nest.
Accompanied by their most loyal and tenacious master of arms.
As loyal as your gold.
Oh, enough with the cold mercenary. I know you like us. Still hiding your men in the unsuspecting shadows of the greats of this world, I see.
Hey, our blades are the only thing keeping you dainties alive.
Kurt, I'm not in need of your protection. I'm no longer a child, you know.
Is that so? Well, let's see. Fight with honor!
Okay. Quatsch. Ah, nee. So. Ah, okay.
defend yourself well, Greenblood. One might think you had a proper master of arms.
The best.
You already training for your new post of legate? Don't tire yourself. Flattery'll get you nowhere. But for the fight, you have remembered your basics. Your performance just got you out of a final lesson. Unless you want to go through the paces again before we depart.
No, thanks all the same. I've quite a few tasks to check off my list before we depart.
And here you are already assuming your political functions. And in a hurry. Always too busy. Very well. If you ever want to go over your basics later, visit one of our barracks on the Isle. You'll always find a training partner to give you a friendly fight.
I'll remember that, thanks. Are your bags packed for the great departure?
Yes, you know I get by with very little. You're not angry that I'm coming with you, I hope.
On the contrary, I'm thrilled that both you and Sir de Corsillon are joining our party. A few friends at your side in unknown territory is a boon.
Ah, so the old goat is coming too. And there I was thinking I would die of boredom on the trip. By the way, where is our future governor hiding? I was hoping to put his skills to the test as well.
I have no idea. He had plans to celebrate his departure last night, and we haven't seen him since. You know Constantine. I should have gone with him, but my heart wasn't in the mood for celebration. The thought of bidding my mother farewell.
It is never easy to say goodbye. But you should be going to see her now. She must be waiting for you. I'll meet you in front of the palace. Then we'll go and find Constantine together.
Very well. I'll meet you as soon as I've said my goodbyes.
So, ja, mir ist jetzt bis eben gerade gar nicht aufgefallen, dass das Audio ja alles in Englisch ist. Also ist es gut, dass ich die Untertitel eingelassen habe. So. Wie kann ich denn... Ah, da kommt man ins Menü über das Touchpad. So. Das ist Ausrüstung. Ah, okay. Er hat auch schon einiges an. Das. Ah, okay. Darf ich nicht? Okay, A und B gibt es auch noch. Cool. Ah, da ist A, da ist B. Okay. Das ist Tasche. Ach, Quatsch. So, das ist die allgemeine Übersicht. So, okay. Das ist der Fähigkeitenbau. Attribute, Talente. Ah, cool, okay. Das ist Ausrüstung. Da wollte ich jetzt eigentlich Tasche reingucken. Okay. Die Karte. Halt, nein, stopp. Da wollte ich hin. Kopf habe ich nichts gekriegt. Halskette ist auch noch da. Oberkörper. Ich habe mir nämlich durch die Vorbestellung kriege ich ja dann Items geschenkt und die nehme ich jetzt nämlich natürlich auch. Sofern sie denn nützlich sind für mich, und das sind sie im Moment auf jeden Fall noch. So, die Schusswaffe hätte ich jetzt noch haben können, wenn ich Schusswaffen benutzen dürfte, darf ich aber nicht. Einhandklingenwaffen darf ich auch nicht. Okay, gut. Dann war es das mit der Ausrüstung. Das ist die Karte. Die Karte sagt mir, wo ich hin muss. Das ist... Erster Stock. Mehr gibt's nicht. Serene sind wir jetzt gerade. Okay, dann kommen wir zum Tagebuch, genau. Okay. Ui. Schön gemacht. Man sieht natürlich nicht weiter deutlich Details, weil man halt noch nicht da war wahrscheinlich. Und da geht's halt ins Lexikon. Die Groschengarde, sehr schöner Name. Halt. Cool. Okay, das ist schon mal nicht schlecht. Dann gehen wir mal und verabschieden uns von unserer Mutter. Das sieht aus wie ein Doktor. Quatsch. So.
What is this? Have you not been taught to knock? I've asked 1,000 times. Oh, it's you, my dear child.
I'm sorry. I'm having trouble getting used to your condition.
Come now, let's speak of more pleasant things. I'm so very happy to hear your voice. You remind me so much of your father. I do miss him so. Today is the big day, isn't it? Ready to set sail for that island everyone's talking about.
Yes, but the idea of leaving you behind, alone and ill...
Dying, my child. Alas, there is nothing you can do by staying that would ease my suffering. One thing brings me cheer. They say the island is full of miracles, and we might find a cure.
Even if I were to find it, I would never be able to return in time to...
I know. But it brings me comfort to know my son has left on a mission to heal his people. Come now. It is time for you to take leave. Here, take this with you.
What is it?
A family heirloom. Something that... Take it and keep it with you. May it bring you good luck. All my blessings go with you, my child. Now, be off.
Ja. Eine Todkranke, die wahrscheinlich auch über die Haut die Krankheiten ausscheidet und grüßen. Naja, egal. Genau, ich habe jetzt irgendwas bekommen. Wahrscheinlich eine Art Pest oder ähnliches. So. Okay. Ah, Intuition. Das ist das, was ich brauche. Na denn. Was sich geändert hat? Nein. Gut. Ich kann mit X sprinten. Okay.
Kurt? It's done.
Sorry, Greenblood. Look, we can see the masts of the ship that'll be taking us. This is one sacred adventure we're embarking on.
I hope this island will keep its promises.
In order to know that, we'll need to find Constantine first.
You're right. Maybe he's already at the port. He was so eager to leave.
This will be quite the chore to finish before our departure. The commander wants to recover some merchandise from our supplier, but the transporter doesn't want to deliver. I did all I could to persuade. Nothing came of it. All the parliamenting fatigues me. But this is your domain. I wouldn't say no to a little help.
Of course. Where is the supplier?
In the lower boroughs, near the port.
Right then. We'll put it on our list of visits.
Ah, man ist nicht alleine unterwegs, das ist schön. Dann nehmen wir Kurt mal mit. Er ist eher der Kämpfertyp, ist klar.
Where would you like to begin?
I've been asked to pay visits to the ambassadors of Thélème and the Bridge Alliance before our departure. Their dwellings are not far from here. We could go there first.
Very well. Do you think Constantine will be waiting for us next to the ship?
I don't know, but it's certainly worthy of inspection.
So. Genau. Benachrichtige den Botschafter der Brücken über deine Abreise. Genau, ja. Aber vorher machen wir das. Und wir gucken uns mal die Karte an. So. Also, von da sind wir eben gekommen. Da scheint es nicht weiter zu gehen. Also geht es jetzt hier nach unten. Ah, okay. Holla die Waldfee. Wir können das anscheinend auf dem Weg nach da unten mitnehmen. Gut, na denn. Gehen wir mal durch eine völlig verwüstete Stadt.
I believe I've seen you at the palace. Are you one of the prince's relatives?
Hello, sir.
Ja, anscheinend wird die Stadt ganz schön gerupft. Ist die Frage, von wem oder was? Ja. Ah, okay. Touchpad fürs Menü, gedrückt halten für die Karte. Okay. Komme ich da durch? Nicht, habe ich ein Problem. Ah, okay.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade, I have been told that you were named legate. Congratulations. Those are great responsibilities for someone as young as yourself. But you will bring honor upon your family and the congregation. Of that I'm certain.
I thank you, Excellency. I've come here to inform you of our departure for Tiefredi. My cousin Constantine is about to take up office as governor of New Serene, and I'm accompanying him.
I had no idea you would be leaving so quickly. What a shame. I had thought... Well, then, that is a pity. Have a pleasant voyage. A brilliant future awaits you. They say that it is a marvelous island. Please convey to your cousin my congratulations and sincere wishes for success.
You seem slightly hesitant. Please, tell me what troubles you.
A rather unscrupulous individual has been sowing trouble in Serene. A charlatan passing himself off as an alchemist.
Do people actually give credence to these lies?
Alas, yes. They snatch up his celebrated panacea, remedies worse than the ill, believe me. As you can well imagine, alchemists are our pride. This vulgar trickster casts dirt upon their reputation and our own at the same time. In any city of the Bridge Alliance, we would have arrested him. But here, we respect your laws.
I shall see what I can do, but make no promises. My departure is imminent.
I thank you, Excellency. And I am pleased to see you have taken so well to your new functions of diplomacy. The man operates in the city center. He is said to be clever and mean. Be careful.
Would you be so kind as to tell me what you know about the Bridge Alliance?
With pleasure. A legate needs to know the history and strengths of his allies. The alliance was sealed by several nations of the Bridge around 200 years ago. The greatest of our cities, Al-Saad, became the capital, and a council formed from the different nations now rules. This union was originally put into place to better resist the appetites for conquering our neighbors. But our ancestors quickly realized that the union had also strengthened us economically and culturally. And of course, exchanges in knowledge were strongly encouraged from the outset. Today, it is by no means an overstatement to claim that the Bridge Alliance leads our world in science and exploration. Each day, we push the limits of our understanding further in each and every domain.
Could you give me your understanding of the relations between the congregation and the Bridge?
Our relations hang essentially on the quality of our trade and commerce. The exchanges are very profitable, especially on the cultural front. I will not hide from you that we have hoped you would join our number for quite some time. But your princes insist on maintaining a neutral stance between the congregation and the other nations on the continent. It is by all means a respectable position, even if it means you also trade with our enemies.
The Bridge Alliance has been on Tirfredi for much longer than we have. What can you tell me?
It is true that we founded Hikmet, our newest city, around 15 years ago now. Alas, I haven't been able to go there myself. I can only tell you what others have reported to me. It is a luxurious island. An enormous dead volcano thrones in its center. The vegetation is extremely varied, and the fauna wondrous. We discovered animals that we had never ever seen before. Some are bigger than houses. But they're not the only occupants of the island. A savage and crude people also live there, who speak an incomprehensible language. But you shall discover all of this for yourself soon enough.
And what of your war with Thélème?
It has been dragging on. In fact, it has been dragging on for years. It is madness. If those bigots hadn't gotten it in their heads to convert the entire continent, we wouldn't be in this situation. But that's the way of the world. We shall not waver, whether here or on Tirfredi.
Have you been fighting battles there as well?
From what I've been told, Thélème has wisely and tastefully built their colony far from our city. Direct conflicts are, in fact, quite rare. But one day they will inevitably take place.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Nun, da haben wir doch schon mal einen kleinen historischen Zusammenhang bekommen. Also offensichtlich gibt es 3 Fraktionen, 2 davon sind anscheinend im Krieg. Und wir scheinen mittendrin zu sein in einer Fraktion, die Angehörige einer Fraktion zu sein, die lieber versucht, die Füße stillzuhalten, anstatt Partei zu ergreifen. Das könnte sich unter Umständen dann ändern. Wir schauen mal. Auf zum nächsten Botschafter. Ein Kardinal, okay.
Good day, Excellency.
Sir de Sardet, to what do I owe the pleasure?
I have come to inform you that my cousin Constantine and I are departing for Tirfredi on the hour.
Ah, yes. I did indeed hear talk that you had both received callings of greater stature. Allow me to congratulate you. Were you not named legate of the congregation?
You are correct, Excellency. I thank you.
It is a station of great honor that I am sure you will fill with brio and panache. The Mother Cardinal Cornelia will be enchanted to work with you, and your cousin in the future. I only regret that your departure is so sudden.
Really?
To be entirely honest with you, I was hoping to solicit your help in a rather delicate matter.
Tell me more about it. And perhaps I can take care of your problem before my departure.
Very well. A small group of dangerous heretics has found refuge in Serene. We know that your uncle tolerates the presence of all pagans within the city walls. But these particular non-believers threaten the fragile harmony of this place. We would consider it a tremendous favor if you would arrest them and deliver them to our guard.
Heresy is not a crime in Serene. You do know that. But I'm sure my uncle would hear your arguments. Why call on my intervention?
The prince would indeed give us his blessing, but it would take time. Far too much time. For according to our sources, these fugitives have already made contact with a smuggler to take them who knows where.
I see. You're hoping that I'll be able to do something before they make it to an enemy city. If your heretics are planning on boarding a ship, then they must be in the dockyards. I'll look into this and see what I can do. Could you tell me anything about Ptolemy?
It would be a pleasure. As you already know, our glorious nation is guided by our faith. We follow the teachings of Matthias, our founder and greatest prophet, and give thanks each day to the Luminous for having gifted us magic. The high dignitaries of Ptolemy are at the same time our spiritual guides, advocates, and grand mages.
I've heard say that dissensions have appeared recently in your nation.
Ah, you must certainly be speaking about the debates that have divided the Ordo Luminous and the more political orders. The Lord Luminous has an extremely pure vision of our faith and applies the words of our saint very strictly. But other, more open-minded factions exist within our nation. They believe that a less rigid dialectic would attract souls more readily to our faith. But their differences are purely theoretical, and do not threaten the cohesion of our nation, I assure you.
What's your point of view on the relations between our two nations?
As ambassador of Ptolemy, I can only rejoice at the mention of our commercial treaties. We appreciate as well the welcome that your uncle gave to our missionaries. Thanks to your support, more and more believers wander your lands. The congregation is our most precious ally. To be perfectly honest, we have only two complaints. That heresy is tolerated, and that your treaties with the Bridge Alliance are maintained.
Es ist also tatsächlich so, unser kleines Königreich, wie auch immer, steht zwischen die beiden Fronten der Brückenallianz und der... Ja, sag still. Dem anderen Ding da halt. Diesen gläubigen Fanatikern.
How's Thélème faring on Tirfredi?
We built a marvelous city, San Mateus, on the western coast of the island. Did you know that certain historians believe that it might well have been the final resting place of our prophet? Our missionaries there are a multitude. Not a day passes without new islanders joining our sacred faith. Of course, there are certain pockets of resistance. There is talk of a demonic cult. Disgusting creatures. But I am confident that the Ordo Luminis will be able to put an end to these horrors. And we have tremendous hopes that the entire native population will join our ranks.
How goes the conflict with the Bridge Alliance?
Your territory is, alas, the only one that has been spared from the ravages of war on the continent. We fight on every front. Without great success, one must say. But what other choice do we have? These so-called savants not only refuse the light, but are determined in their fight against it.
And on Tirfredi?
To my knowledge, no one has yet seen any serious fighting. The Bridge have succeeded in provoking the natives there, and have their hands full keeping them at bay. Which leaves us greater latitude to settle peacefully and pursue our mission of conversion.
I must be going. Farewell, Excellency.
May the light guide you, de Sade.
So. So, also steht es um diese Welt. Okay.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I wondered if you ever felt lonely.
I always do. Why, do you want to rectify this?
I hope to have kept you good company for all these years. After all, we were always together.
And I valued your friendship. But I thought you were referring to another kind of company. And to be honest, you and Constantine aren't exactly my type. Anything else?
Also mit ihm geht wohl keine Bettgeschichte. Okay.
I must leave you.
Dann schauen wir mal. Also was ist das? Verhandle mit dem Lieferanten. Und da ist der komische Quacksalber. Ah, da gibt's Händler. Da sind noch irgendwelche Türen. Kaserne der Groschengarde. Ah, okay. Was ist das da? Das Haus der Fontaines. Okay. Und geradezu müsste es dann jetzt zu dem...
The merchant is there.
Good day, good sir. How might I be of service?
You can start by explaining to me why you refused to honor the orders agreed upon with the guard.
There's been a misunderstanding, sir. Of course we're ready to honor the orders. In fact, I've already had a word with your master-at-arms.
They're asking that we pay again, despite having already paid.
It's just that the price has gone up since. I've nothing to do with it.
This is inadmissible. If you agree on a sum, you need to honor that agreement.
I'm sorry, sir. I'm just an agent. And I'm only obeying orders.
Your master has apparently asked you to demand a second payment for this merchandise.
That's right. He told me that their attendant seemed to be hiding something when he passed the order. And so he must have thought the guard would end up paying in the end, whatever he asked for.
I'll be damned. And I'm the one they've sent to settle the affair.
Sorry, Captain, it's nothing personal. I'm only following orders.
Following orders? Yeah, we hear you. Makes one wonder which one of the two of us is a coin guard.
Why don't we go and solicit other suppliers, Kurt?
When we've already paid for the merchandise? If these thieves agree to reimburse the original payment, it's what we do immediately. And do know, in the future, we won't be shopping with them. Well, I should think not.
This whole story sounds suspicious and stinks of a scandal. You're demanding a second payment but refuse to reimburse the one that was already made.
I'm not the one demanding nor refusing. It's my master.
This stubborn fool is pushing me to madness. You understand now why I'm asking for your help?
I'm certain we can come to an unofficial arrangement. You are clearly the apprentice of a demanding master who expects you to follow orders without raising a brow. Life in your shoes can't be easy. Perhaps we could help you take the weight off your feet.
And what would I have to do in exchange? If I give you the merchandise, my master will still demand the price you're supposed to pay me.
Not if you were robbed. By pure chance. I mean, it could happen to anyone. What if the guards leave a little extra bonus in your pocket as you look away? And while you're making yourself busy elsewhere, some of my men break in and collect their merchandise. You'll just have to make a devastated, the dastardly boldness of them face in front of your master, and we're done.
And the bonus will be how much?
Well, you won't be retiring with it.
Oh. All right. Done. I'm with you. As soon as I've received my bonus, my eyes will grow weary-like.
Not just yet. You'll get your bonus afterwards. The guard has already been taken once by your promises.
Well, you can't hold it against me for trying. Very well. Call for your men to come.
You're certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us. To my help! And death to the others! You're running out of energy.
Na, das ging jetzt immer mal fix. Ach du Schande. Ja, bleibt ja nichts anderes übrig. Mal gucken, ob ich nicht alles nochmal machen muss. Auf einfach wäre das vielleicht nicht so einfach passiert. Mann.
Certainly honoring your new title. Bravo! The quartermaster must be expecting us.
So, sind die jetzt immer noch da?
To my help! And death to the others! You're running out of
Ich hasse es. Kann ich nicht einfach... Wer sind die Typen überhaupt? Warum greifen die uns an? Und wie blocke ich nochmal?
Certainly honoring your new title.
Aktion, Steuerung, nee, Steuerung, so. Erweiterte Tastenkürzel, Zorn, taktische Pause. Also taktische Pause ist L1, das muss ich mir unbedingt merken. Da ist der Heiltrank, gut. Sekundärangriff, ausweichen, abbrechen, bestätigen, sprinten. Angriff. Und wie konnte ich nochmal blocken? Okay. Also den Trank nehme ich mit dem oberen Dings ein. Gut,
The quartermaster must be expecting us. energy. Drink a potion.
So. Ach komm, wir nehmen einfach erstmal alles mit und dann gucken wir mal. Was ist das? Ach, ich könnte darüber klettern. Aha, okay. So. Dann schauen wir mal erstmal hier rein. Ist alles schlechter natürlich, aber ich könnte es eventuell verkaufen. So. Aha, der gibt mir Chance auf Beute. Ah, cool. Aber der wäre günstiger nachher unter Umständen. Aber da fehlt mir Ausdauer. Ah, okay. Gut. Ganz allmählich. Die sind auch nicht viel besser als das, was ich jetzt habe. Auch nicht. Nee, gut. Ich muss jetzt nur noch... Wähle eine... Aha, verwende... Aha, ich kann die auch noch ausrüsten, okay. Also wenn ich jetzt hier nach da... Aha, cool. Nahkampfwaffen da zücken. Macht aber weniger Schaden. Macht aber Elementarschaden. Nee, das bringt wirklich nur was, wenn er dann auch wirklich generell mehr Schaden machen würde. Kopf, der würde ihn verbessern. Die elementare Resistenz, okay. Haben wir nix. Oberkörper. Ah, er kann Schlösser knacken unter Umständen. Gut, okay. Ach, da kann man sich... Okay, cool. So, das ist dann meine Ausrüstung. Teleme und die Brückenallianz sind im Konflikt. Okay, die Händlerkongregation ist meine Fraktion. Okay. Also ich hätte darüber klettern können, dann wäre ich dann da. Okay. Dann machen wir das halt so rum. Aha, damit krauchen wir. Jetzt hier lang und dann müsste hier irgendwo...
Come closer now. Citizens, I
Quacksalber
present to you Panacea, the absolute cure of everything. Toothache, stomach ailment, and even an open wound.
This potion heals all of that. And more still. This little phial is the product of years of research and intensive labor. I hear you asking if this remedy can heal one from the Malachor. Alas, not yet. But your question is legitimate. I am so close to finding the cure. But the Malachor isn't the only ailment causing you to suffer. Not true? Then don't miss out on this chance and give yourself a healthy and energized life. Rejoice! A phial only costs a few coins, and well worth it to make your life shiny and new again.
Does it really heal everything, your potion?
Everything. Absolutely everything. Except the Malachor, of course. That being said, it is known that those in top health resist the Malachor best of all. Then don't throw away this chance. Think of all the pains that this potion could help you avoid.
You are right. It's a deal. I'm gonna take 2.
There's a man that knows a good deal when he sees one. Hurry now. There won't be enough for everyone.
There he is. He's our man, no doubt.
His speech is well polished. I even feel like buying.
Ah, you're finally tempted.
In all honesty, I haven't made up my mind yet. I want to be certain that I'm not dealing with a charlatan.
In this day and age, I can't blame you. What might I do to convince you?
Are there any nasty side effects with this remedy of yours?
There are none. You will feel nothing but an intense sense of well-being.
Will you drink one of your potions to prove your good faith?
Of course. I take a little sip every morning. But as I'm in perfect health, you won't be able to verify the improvement in my condition. But if it helps you make up your mind, give me just a moment. There now. As you see, I am still in excellent condition.
Come on now, I saw you take that vial out of your pocket. Nothing proves that it's the same potion that you sell to your clients.
As a man of science, I consider skepticism a remarkable quality. But in your case, it is not skepticism, but blindness.
We need to steal one of these potions and force him to drink it.
Brilliant idea, Kurt. Let's take a look at his cart.
To my help, and death to the others! Move away! Things are about to get dicey! You're running out of energy. Drink a potion! Careful, Greenblood! You're...
Die haben hier wahrscheinlich die Truhe bewacht. Ah, okay, cool. Trotzdem würde ich jetzt gerne noch die letzte Seite hier lesen, bevor ich dann weitermache. Na, so. Da. So, was haben wir denn hier Interessantes? Macht mehr physischen Schaden, Rüstungsschaden, aber weniger. Okay. Betäubung ist weniger. Ich will natürlich auch durch die Rüstung durchkommen, aber Elementarresistenz 10, Chance auf Beute. Ich leg mal den an. Rüstung weniger. 242. Ja, dann ist es halt so. Fürs Erste. Wir schauen einfach mal. Warum ist das Glück von meiner? So. Rücken habe ich nicht. Hals habe ich nur meine Steinhalskette. Was haben wir hier gefunden? Ach Quatsch. Beast Essence. Okay. Ah nee, da hinten. Zack. So, na dann wollen wir den mal zur Rede stellen. Hm?
Have you finally made up your mind?
I happen to have a vial of your medicine. Would you be willing to drink it in front of us? To prove that there is no risk?
This bullying is trying my patience. I'm beginning to suspect that you might be working for a rival.
You refuse to taste it?
You might have put something in it to cause me harm or further disgrace.
No, look. The vial is still sealed. It comes straight from your stock.
And you dare challenge me when you have just admitted to being a thief?
Come now. You can see for yourself that I'm gladly returning your vial, so that you might drink it in front of witnesses. This might help to dissipate my doubts, as well as those of these brave folk.
Yes, no, you don't have the right.
Damnation. He got away. He can't have gone far.
Find him before his head ends up on a spike.
Think back to the note that we found. We need to take a look at the tavern. He won't leave the city without his belongings.
Good day, tavern keeper.
Good day to you. What is your pleasure?
I need to be off. Farewell.
Goodbye.
Zu anderen Zeiten hätte ich dich gerne befragt, aber ich muss jetzt erstmal den Weg. Okay, nach unten. erstmal nicht. Ja. Das ist dann wohl nicht das Richtige. Sieht eher aus wie ein Gebetsraum. Da werden wahrscheinlich nachher die Herrschaften Ketzer zu finden sein. So, dann geht es also auf der anderen Seite wahrscheinlich nach oben. Oder hier rein. Ah, hier geht's nach oben, okay. Das ist die Küche. Okay, der wird da nicht sein. So, ein Raum, aus dem es stinkt, ist wahrscheinlich. Na gut. Was ist das? Lagerschlüssel des Wirts. Ah, okay.
You again? What are you doing in my room?
I'm not the only one that has found you. Have you seen the mob that is gathering in the street?
I'm neither deaf nor blind. By the spheres. Why didn't I leave the city while there was still time?
The Alliance ambassador is quite unsettled by your commerce, and he is the one who sent me.
Sahin? Him again. Ruining my career wasn't enough for him. He's the very reason I had to leave the Alliance. And here I am, playing the part of the potion maker. Me, who was once a respected member of the Academy of Al-Sad.
Dr. Sahin warned me that you were an imposter.
That doesn't surprise me, coming from him. I was a master alchemist. I understand if you don't believe me after all that, but I have a number of documents to prove it. I would still be one if Sahin hadn't set off a chain of machinations to disgrace me.
Why does Sahin bear you such hatred?
I wasn't fortunate enough to oppose certain great minds of the Academy, to criticize their methodology. I saw them inflicting torture on sick prisoners, making them drink the most vile poisons. To find a remedy to the Malachor, they won't hesitate to kill. I could not keep my silence.
It is for an act of courage that you fell from grace and earned Sahin's hatred. Are you not ashamed to have poisoned those poor souls?
These potions are not harmful. That is to say that they don't contain any harmful ingredients.
But you could just as easily produce real healing potions. So why don't you?
You don't understand. I fled, but I haven't put a stop to my own research. This potion is an attempt to create in those who drink it a resistance to the Malachor.
So you manipulate people to use as experimental fodder? That is completely unethical.
I don't have a choice, but it does not harm them, I assure you.
If this potion were inoffensive, then why wouldn't you drink it when I offered it to you?
I ran tests on myself for such a long time that I ended up becoming intolerant to it. A small sip of this mixture provokes in me now a violent reaction. The mob would have been furious in any case, but a normal dose, I assure you, is without risk.
Your methods don't seem so different than those of your colleagues.
I don't torture people. And this potion only has side effects in high doses.
Perhaps, but you're hurting innocents. I cannot let your commerce continue.
So, what are you going to do with me, sir?
Soll er die Stadt verlassen oder wollen wir ihn verhaften? Aber eigentlich ist es ja das Business von dem anderen und nicht unsere.
I'm going to help you leave the city, but you must promise never to return.
I swear it.
Very well then. I need to first get you away from those who want to see you hanged.
If we can't find a way to sneak out of here discreetly, we will have to confront the populace.
I haven't lost hope that I'll be able to help them hear reason.
It would be better if I remain hidden while waiting.
The servant's door. The lock's double bolted.
The key to the tavern.
Let's go and find the alchemist. We need to get him out of here as fast as we can.
So, did you find a way to get me out of this hornet's nest?
Yes. I need to get you out of here. I have unlocked the service entrance. You will be able to sneak out of there discreetly.
Without being skinned alive by the mob?
You need to remain prudent. I will escort you to your cart.
I follow you.
Let's sneak out the back.
I hope we don't run into any unhappy patients. Angry customers. And we have no choice but to go this way?
under customs. I should have stayed. I was safe.
To my health, and death to the others!
Running out of energy. Drink a potion. Move away.
Whatever you need to be the talk of all serene.
My cart, finally. I owe you my life. How can I ever thank you?
Just do us the favor of never coming back. And stop this deceitful commerce.
Have no worries about that. I'm not going to forget this lesson anytime soon.
Move along now. Get out of here while there's still time.
Would you accept this as a token of my gratitude? Farewell, my lord.
Your Excellency.
Lord de Sade.
I tracked down your man near the Coin Guard barracks.
Finally. Did you capture him?
Let's just say I put an end to his activities. His reputation in Serene is forever tarnished. Matters turned out a little more complicated than anticipated. He managed to slip through our fingers.
Once again. That man is part eel.
We followed his trail to the Coin Guard Tavern, but he had already escaped. All the same, you have nothing to fear. He will never step foot in Serene again.
We'll eventually catch up with him and deliver the punishment that his crimes deserve. Governor Burhan will be happy to learn that such an amiable legate will soon cross the shores of Tir Fredi. Thank you for your help, Excellency, and allow me to offer you this modest gift for your voyage.
I need to be going. Goodbye, Excellency.
Goodbye, Lord de Sade.
Stufenaufstieg. Schön, 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 schön. So. Dann schauen wir mal, was das mit uns macht. Aha, ich komme automatisch zum Fähigkeitenbau. Genau, Stasis, schwere Einhandwaffen, göttlicher Magiering. Da ich ja Magie wirken möchte, mehr oder weniger, da gibt es verschiedene Zweige anscheinend. Was gibt es da? Schild des Erleuchteten. Ah, da kann ich mich besser schützen. Und hier hinten verlängerter Sturm, das heißt, dass ich hier einen Sturm herbeirufen kann. Und da Blitztritt ermöglicht die sofortige Begegnung. Okay. Schwere Einhandwaffen führt irgendwann dann zu dem hier. Schwere Zweihandwaffen, okay. Magische Heilung. Na, sag doch mal. Okay. Und dann kommt aber komischerweise Blitzschritt. Egal, ich mache das jetzt einfach mal so. Und zack, da gibt es gleich mal eine Trophäe für. Cool. So, dann geht's. Attribute. Ah, kriege ich noch nicht. Okay. Okay. Talente. Auf Level 5 erst wieder. Okay, gut. Dann Ausrüstung. Nee, da haben wir irgendwas gekriegt. Metalldübel. Holzmöbel. Also kann man auch Möbel bauen. Also gibt es eine Art Housing-System wahrscheinlich dann. Okay. Magietrank. Heiltrank, Munition. Bräuchte ich ein Wissenschaftslevel. Was, um den herzustellen. Ah, okay, cool. Sehr schön, sehr schön, sehr schön. Aber ich wollte den jetzt erstmal... Ach, da muss ich über das Pausenmenü machen. Genau, das war doch was. So. Und anscheinend habe ich noch irgendwas übersehen. Ach, die Handschuhe, genau. Aber die sind alle nicht das Wahre. Gut. So, dann schauen wir mal. Das können wir dann auch noch zu Ende machen. Da gibt es einen Werktisch. Da kann ich anscheinend wahrscheinlich Sachen basteln. Da gibt es einen Händler. Gut. Was ist das da? Captain Vasco. Finde den Schleuser. Ah, okay. Der Schleuser ist der Kapitän. Okay. Genau, jetzt erstmal geradeaus irgendwie. Mal schauen.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking? What might I help you with?
So. Die behalte ich mal noch.
Thank you for your visit. See you soon.
Ich habe was vergessen. Natürlich habe ich was vergessen. Ich vergesse ja viele Sachen. Ausrüstung. Zack. Ich kann ja ihn auch noch ausrüsten. Nein. habe ich nichts. Oberkörper. Auch nicht. Hände. Also ich versuche normalerweise immer erst die Grundwerte irgendwie zu pushen. Gut, geht nicht. Also kann ich alles andere verticken.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to... Have you seen anything to your...
Verkaufen. Verkaufen jetzt erstmal. Einhandklingenwaffen kann ich eh nicht. Werde ich auch wahrscheinlich nicht können. Verkaufe ich jetzt. Okay. So, das ist das. Schutzwaffen auch erstmal nicht. So, den. So, schalten wir um auf Kaufen. Muss ich erstmal gucken, was ich überhaupt benutzen könnte. Den haben wir ja. Die ist besser als die ich jetzt habe. Achso, ich kann bei ihm ja auch nachgucken. Gut, aber jetzt erstmal ich. Macht mir Aua, okay, aber brauche Stärke 1. Die wäre eine Alternative. Achso, die kann ich noch nicht. Also die alte Enteraxt. Dann ist es da. Kaufen und ausrüsten. Okay. So. Okay. Habe ich denn überhaupt genug Geld für den großen? 216. So, haben wir. Jetzt muss ich eben kurz nochmal... Also ich muss sowieso in die L1 gehen, Techniken, klar. So, genau. So, das haben wir zugewiesen. Ich habe jetzt diesen schönen... Jetzt habe ich... Das habe ich mir gedacht. Natürlich habe ich jetzt aus Versehen den Novizenring abgelegt und habe den Straße... Gut. So, und jetzt noch einmal. Macht trotzdem mehr Aua. So. Kann der auch zwei verschiedene haben? Da steht ausgerüstete Waffe A. Ich glaube nicht, ne? Der kann nur eine haben. Gut, okay. So.
Welcome! It's such a pleasure to see you again. Have you seen anything to your liking?
So. Kann ich anscheinend nicht benutzen. Noch nicht zumindest, aber sozusagen kann ich es auch verkaufen. Und die Munition genau das gleiche. So. Okay, es gibt einmal Fertigung und einmal Wissenschaft. Okay. Gut, dann schauen wir trotzdem nochmal. Also hier haben wir, glaube ich, das Beste schon rausgeholt. So, für den Kopf. Umhang, Seemannsumhang. Reicht die Kohle nicht, wa? Nee. Okay. Kette. Fehlt mir die Willenskraft. LP-Heilung oder Magie-Regeneration. Stasis habe ich bis jetzt noch gar nicht eingesetzt. Das, was ich mir leisten könnte, brauche ich nicht. Und das, was ich brauchen könnte, kann ich mir nicht leisten. Der Umhang ist das. So. Und am Ende ist es wie so oft in ganzen Rollenspielen, kaufen ist sinnfrei. Aber okay, jetzt haben wir das auch schon mal gesehen. So, dann gehen wir mal jetzt hier rein.
Sir Desade, I presume. It is an honor to make your acquaintance. Captain, you set sail soon. Have you seen to our little business?
Yes. We were finally able to recover your merchandise.
Excellent news. I'm afraid, though, that your mission isn't completely finished, Kurt.
Blast me, I'm a captain, not an errand boy.
The commander was quite explicit.
Very well. What do I need to do?
The merchandise that you obtained needs to be sent to Tier 4D as soon as possible. But the Port Authority formalities for shipping take an eternity to wade through. And we've already lost quite a bit of time with this dishonest merchant.
Are you blatantly asking us to smuggle this merchandise and contraband?
I would never ask you to do such a thing, Your Excellency.
Ah, but you don't mind asking that of Kurt?
Well, now, if he finds an alternative solution that is less, illegal, that would be fine. The method matters not. But this cargo must reach the Isle on the next ship.
Marvelous.
Well then, I await your return with utmost impatience. I'm certain you shall do what's required.
Ja.
Greenblood, do you need something?
I must leave you.
So. Erstmal alles auf den Kopf stellen, vielleicht finden wir ja noch ein paar interessante Sachen. Zum Beispiel einen Schmuggler oder ähnliches. Ah! Hier waren wir doch eben noch. Okay. Interessant. Von der anderen Seite bin ich nicht reingekommen. Da scheint es nicht weiterzugehen. Moment mal. Halt, natürlich muss ich die Kette auch noch ausrüsten, ansonsten habe ich ein Problemchen. So. Halt, ja. Ich muss mich erst an die Steuerung gewöhnen. So. Doch nicht euer Ernst. Okay. Will ich dann jetzt erstmal die Fragezeichen erkunden, oder? Schenke.
Lively there, lads and lasses! I promised the merchants and their prince we'd be off before the tide. You, man, carry that properly. That porcelain is worth more than your life. There are some children we'd been best to refuse.
Captain Vasco.
And you are?
I'm de Sade, the prince's nephew. If all is in order, we will soon be embarking on your boat.
It's a ship, not a boat.
Apologies.
Apologies for my asking, but the young governor isn't with you.
He didn't come home this morning. I need to find him before departure.
I hope nothing's happened to him or he hasn't changed his mind. The tide does not wait.
Perhaps he simply celebrated his imminent departure with a little too much enthusiasm. Is everything ready?
We're short a crew member. The cabin boy is missing. But have no fear, we will leave without him if he does not present himself before the tide.
Is he an important member of the crew?
We don't need him for sailing or navigation. He's only a cabin boy.
He must have simply had a bit too much to drink in celebrating his departure. Like another I know.
I doubt that. Jonas was never one to fancy drink. And it's been 2 days since last he was seen. No, I fear something bad has happened to him. Might I ask you, if you hear anything, could you report it to me? I would like to set sail with a clear mind.
When did you see your cabin boy for the last time?
It's been 2 days since I've had any news at all. It wasn't out of the ordinary until this morning. My men have free shore leave when we're at dock. But the day of departure, every able-bodied sailor must be present on the ship.
Does the boy know anyone in Serene?
Other than fellow Nords, you mean? I don't think so, but it's difficult to be sure.
This Jonas, does he have any close friends amongst the crew?
In tradition, we are all members of the same family. But yes, there would be Flavio and Lauro.
Might I have a word with them?
As you wish. You'll find them over there, in port.
Have you seen anyone wandering about? Suspicious looking. Maybe clandestine passengers?
Take a look around. There are far too many comings and goings to spot possible stowaways. As long as they don't try and get on my ship, I pay no attention to them. That said, we did catch ourselves a smuggler just a while ago.
A smuggler? Maybe he could be of some use. Where could I find him?
In the port jails, not far from the warehouses. May I ask you, why the sudden interest in smugglers and the odd stowaway?
A couple of heretics are planning on leaving Serene. The ambassador of Thélème has entrusted me with the job of capturing them.
Happy to see that you trust me enough to seek my counsel in the affair. Just so happens that I heard someone talking about the couple. The Cardinal's men are far from discreet. They're making quite some ruckus, asking to search our warehouses. We, of course, refused entry. Only the Nords have access. I'm sorry, Your Excellency, but I'm certain your potential stowaways aren't far. But we won't allow you to make a search to grab them. Not officially, at least.
What do you mean?
That discretion and malice are often more useful than titles and words.
You haven't heard anything about my cousin, by chance, have you? To be honest, we were hoping to find him here.
Did you say he was intending on celebrating his departure? My men spoke of a rather animated party that went down at the Coin Tavern, but I haven't heard anything else.
That isn't the safest place in the city. I hope nothing has happened to him.
Let's go and find him. Thank you, Captain.
Happy to be of some help.
I have a favor to ask before we leave.
I'm all ears.
We would like to load some merchandise into your ship's hold.
Impossible. You're too late for that. All merchandise must be registered at the Port Authority, and the formalities are long. So, unless you're asking me to turn smuggler and hide contraband on my vessel...
I wouldn't go that far. We're only talking about a few crates after all.
Well then, they'll have to wait. The next ship for New Serene leaves in a month.
Hellfire. If that shipment doesn't leave today, the commander will have my hide.
Captain, I understand your position, but isn't there some way we can get these crates on board?
I doubt it. Even if I wanted to help you, my quartermaster is a half-crazed bridge troll. He's gotten into his head that a gang of ruffians want to use my ship to pass contraband over to Tier 4D. He's placed guards where our cargo is being held before being loaded. All that is not in the warehouse, and noted on the manifest, will be left on the docks. Sorry, but your crates are gonna have to wait until the next ship sets sail.
Sorry, Kurt. At least we tried.
The commander is gonna have my head. I'm sure that's what he wanted in giving me this impossible task.
In that case, we're going to have to dock to the manifest ourselves. It must be at the Harbour Master's office. Could you tell me a little about your guild?
We are masters of the oceans. Our ships can sail where no others dare.
Thanks to your magic, so I've heard. How do you become a Nord?
Our magic, yes, that only the Nords master. As for your question, any child born on one of our ships is sea-born. He is a Nord from birth. Others are sea-gifted, joining the Nords for different reasons, often from a young age. It's how the guild is made and maintains its numbers.
Could you tell me anything about our destination? The island of Tier 4D?
It is a magnificent place. Wild. Spared from your wars and your mines, for now. The natives have a relationship with their land, and consider it sacred. They're a very friendly people, welcoming, that will appear to you strangely familiar. I've also heard that there are a great many exotic creatures, some enormous. But I wouldn't know what else to tell you. I've never strayed far from the ports.
What do you think of our port?
Are you referring to this one? It is the biggest high seas port on the continent. Thanks to your prince, even though it remains part of your city, it holds a particular status for us Nords. Certain zones are owned completely by us, and maritime law holds office. It's a good port. Were it not for the Malachor, it would be a pleasant place to dock.
Be back soon, Captain.
We need to have a word with that people smuggler the sailor mentioned.
He's a captain, Kurt, like yourself. And in order to interrogate the smuggler, we'll need to find a way into his jail.
So. Das ist ein sehr, sehr langer Prolog. Also, weil es ist ein Prolog. Immer noch. Okay. Wir könnten da mit dem komischen Typen reden. Wir könnten... Okay. Na, sag doch mal einer an. Das ist die Hauptquest. Die machen wir jetzt erstmal nicht weiter. Also gehen wir jetzt erstmal hier hin. Schauen mal, ob wir da irgendwie irgendwo hinkommen. Ansonsten immer die Hintertür. Okay, danke für die Warnung. Also.
Let's take a look around the building. We might find a less conspicuous entrance.
Ja, genau. Also da sind überall Fenster und Wachen, die da herumlaufen. Okay. Wenn ich nicht durch Zufall eine Truhe finde, die die Rüstung hat, beinhaltet.
They might let us in, unless we just offered them a drink. These sailors rarely refuse one.
I see where this is headed. If we drop a little soporific in their glasses, the way will be clear. I'll just need to find the proper ingredients, but it's doable.
Ach, wir sind ja schon am Gefängnis. Also das ist das Gefängnis gewesen. Ach, nee, da.
Halt! The warehouse is off limits. Move along.
Did you hear the bell?
The bell? Of the port authorities?
Of course. We're not in Teleme, you know. You better get going. The harbour master is ringing it. All the Nauts must rendezvous at the port authority immediately. Must be something serious.
Nah, we didn't hear either. We're done for. Come on, we need to move fast.
Be off with you. I'll watch over the warehouse in your absence.
The path is clear. We should notify the men. They need all the time they can get.
Ach Mensch, ich will doch bloß irgendwas finden, was mir hilft. Habe ich jetzt irgendwas Interessantes gefunden? Ich glaube nicht. So, das war das. Das ist halt die Herausforderung bei neuen Spielen. Man weiß noch nicht so richtig, was man machen soll und kann und darf, wie auch immer. Ohne komplett aufzufliegen. Oder einen Krieg vom Zaun zu brechen. Ich würde mich ja jetzt freuen, wenn ich jetzt hier irgendwie mal so eine Uniform von denen finden könnte. Die Wachen immer noch da? Wahrscheinlich. So, warte mal. Gut. Was habe ich denn jetzt in den Taschen drin? Ach, Quark. Leider immer noch kein Befrage den Schleuser der Ketzer. Aber wo ist denn der komische Typ? Mann, ey. Der ist da in dem komischen Gefängnis. So, in das Gefängnis komme ich nicht rein ohne... Kann ich den überwältigen?
Are you the smuggler that the Nauts arrested?
You massacred all these guards just to ask me that question? You must really be in a hurry to get out of the city.
Answer me, please.
I'm already locked up. What more do I risk? Yes, I am a smuggler. But I'm not the only one in this city.
I'm searching for a couple fleeing Thélème. They're trying to leave the city discreetly. Have they contacted you?
You certainly can't imagine I'm going to answer you without getting something in exchange. I don't really think of my clients as kin, but I'd never betray any of them for free.
The real saint you are. How about your freedom in exchange for your loyalty? Tell me where I can find them and I'll open this cage.
That works for me. Your two Telemites are hidden in a warehouse behind this very prison. They must be waiting for me. But you might want to be quick about it. If the Nauts get their hands on them, they'll find themselves in this same cage.
Thank you.
Anytime. And these doors? You're gonna open them, right?
Versprochen ist versprochen.
Thank you, my lord. And don't worry about me. I'll slip outside without being seen.
So, ja. Ich hätte also auch hier hinten... Ah, nee, doch nicht. Okay. Also da hinten... Da war ich doch gerade drinne. Ach, guck an, auf einmal sind sie da.
Damnation, we've been found. I told you that the smuggler was not worthy of our trust.
The man to which you are referring was arrested and thrown into prison, but revealed to me your hiding place.
Oh, the traitor!
Have you come to deliver us to the Inquisition, then? Please, please, have pity on our souls. We have committed no crime. We are not heretics. We are nothing more than historians.
In that case, why is the ambassador of Thélème so concerned about your teachings? Why is the Inquisition looking for you, and why are you hiding?
And here you have the result.
We fled all the way to Serene, thinking we would be safe. But the Inquisition wants to silence us so badly that they followed us here.
Tell me more about your research. What about it is so horrifying that it would provoke such a fuss?
Our work concerned the teachings of St. Lucius.
The disciple of Saint Matthias. The one who returned to Thélème after traveling with his master.
The very same. His writing was carefully preserved, but never seriously studied.
With the discovery of Teofredi, we thought it crucial to take a look at the original text. We wanted to verify if this island could have been the faraway place that he spoke of. The Eden of Saint Matthias.
And? What did you find?
Teofredi is without any doubt the land that our Saint Matthias and his disciples went to. But the text that we discovered was radically different from what we expected to find.
In the original text, St. Lucius doesn't speak of an Eden, of the paradise of the illuminated. He speaks of a voice that came from the depths of the earth, which convinced St. Matthias to stay there.
It was written in black and white, and there is no doubt about it. The original was written in Lucius's own hand.
I understand now what that text has cost you. This voice from the depths sounds more the power of a demon than a saint.
The sacred texts are always difficult to interpret, but what is written is written.
Who were you hoping would give you asylum?
We were hoping to reach Al-Sad. The Inquisition won't chase us into the den of their enemies.
Our research won't interest the Bridge Alliance, or at least I doubt it. but at least we'll be safe.
By entering Al-Sadr's clandestines, you risk being taken for spies.
That would be better than being burned at the stake.
Did you try speaking with the censors? You could forget what you have discovered, perhaps.
Oh, we have signed already an abjugation stating that we misunderstood the sacred texts of St. Lucius. We were even ready to say that we had never seen the true text, or anything else that would have pleased them.
It served no purpose. It's our lives they are after.
I see. Well, you have no other choice but to run and seek refuge in enemy territories.
I beg of you, please do not deliver us to them. Let us continue on this path.
I could have a word with the good Dr. Sahin, the ambassador of the Bridge Alliance. If he can be persuaded to offer you asylum, you would be saved.
Your goodness honors you. May the Illuminated forever light your path.
If I manage to convince the ambassador, you'll need to refrain from that sort of blessing. Stay here. I'll be back.
So. Was gibt's da oben noch? So, warte mal. Habe ich jetzt endlich eine... Da wechselt zwar das Symbol, aber... Ich kann es nicht erkennen, was das ist. Ist auch wurscht. So. Das haben wir. Wir müssen jetzt hier irgendwie wieder rauskommen. Da waren wir aber schon. Dann gehen wir mal wieder durch... Nein, noch nicht. Ich habe noch nicht mit dem Botschafter gesprochen. So, wir müssen jetzt... Da ist noch ein Lagerhaus, was man durchstöbern könnte. Wenn ich schon mal dabei bin. Oh, okay. Jetzt um, dann habe ich ein Problem. So. Jetzt habe ich mich wenigstens schon mit einer Fraktion angelegt. Dann ist das jetzt auch egal. So, noch irgendwo irgendwas, was ich mitnehmen kann. Sieht nicht so aus. Doch da. Gut, dass das alles nur Schlossknacken Level 1 ist und nicht irgendwie... So. Läuft hier oben noch einer rum? Nee, okay. Da ist noch eine Kiste, die man plündern kann. Doch, da oben. Okay, ist nicht die feine englische, aber ja, ging nicht anders. Sage ich jetzt mal. So, da geht's nirgends weiter. Gut, dann kann ich jetzt auch aufhören zu schleichen. Und gehe hier wieder aus dem Lagerhaus raus. So. Ich muss jetzt noch immer noch in das Hafenamt und die Logbücher manipulieren. Ah, okay. Die Schenke. Gut, wir gehen also erstmal noch da drüben hin. Also ins Gefängnis werde ich jetzt nicht reinkommen, höchstwahrscheinlich. Warte mal, wir gehen noch da. Gehen wir noch dahin. Ach, da waren wir eben, genau. So. Das Hafenamt komme ich auch nicht rein, ohne Alarm auszulösen, höchstwahrscheinlich. Was habe ich denn noch alles an Questen offen? Mann. So. Das Verschwinden der Nauten. Das hat sich... Ja, okay. Bereite ein Getränk vor, in das du Schlaftabletten untermischt. Informiere die Träger. Okay. Also erstmal die Schlaftabletten unterrühren. Oder nee, generell jetzt erstmal den komischen, den anderen Nauten finden und dann... Komme ich hier unten lang? Ja, da ist noch eine Kiste. Eine Kiste. Deutsch. Okay. Hier noch irgendwo irgendwas. Sieht nicht ganz so aus. Ne, ich bin jetzt schon 2 Stunden auf Sendung und das ist der ganze Prolog bis jetzt ist 2 Stunden lang mindestens. Schauen wir mal. Also ist schön. Teilweise anstrengend, aber auch schön. So, wer bist du? Kann ich mit dir quatschen? Nee. Kurios. Da ist einer, mit dem ich reden kann.
Good day, sailor. I've been told that you know the missing cabin boy well. Is that right?
You talking about Jonas? You bet your stars I know him. But like I've been crying to the 9 deaf winds, he didn't go missing, he was taken.
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a just man who knows his knots. He's well appreciated by the crew. It's a pity that he hasn't much heart for laughs now and again. Always seems unhappy, our captain.
Were you a witness to the event?
Yes, I was. Even though I'd had a few tumblers in the belly, I hadn't yet lost my head. The other day, in the tavern, I saw him talking to a well-dressed man, surrounded by some other sly ruffians. And then when we left, him and I, Flavia left a little earlier, you understand. Well, those brutes were there, waiting for him. They just up and took him like that. Grabbed his arms and poof. Gone. Vanished.
Why didn't you intervene?
I tried to, believe me. But my legs betrayed me. Wavering they were. And I fell into the gutter.
Did you report this to the captain?
Unfortunately not. I know all too well what weight my words carry. Even Flavia treated me like a drunken fool. And the captain? No, not telling him that. I still have some pride left. You get me?
Did Jonas seem troubled to you the night he disappeared?
Maybe. For sure he wasn't his usual self.
Do you know what was on his mind?
No. No idea.
Why would anyone want to snatch a mere cabin boy?
How would I know? Jonas is a gentle boy who keeps his head down. You think my story is nothing but mist too, don't you?
It's just that I can't imagine a gang of thugs hoping to get a ransom for a cabin boy. Did anyone else see the kidnapping?
There was still a small crowd in the tavern. But outside, I seem to recall that regular being there. We play cards with him from time to time. Kind of fellow who plays from morning to night time to be that skilled. But now and again he comes out. When nature calls, you know. I kind of remember his face being there.
Thank you, Laura. I need to be going.
Könnte sein, dass der Schiffsjunge ein bisschen mehr ist als nur ein normaler Schiffsjunge. Mal schauen. Ich nehme an, dass ich jetzt noch die andere, also die Flavia befragen kann, soll hier in dem Lagerhaus. Ja, okay. So. Gibt es hier noch irgendwas, was ich mitnehmen kann, wenn ich schon mal da bin? Tatsache, eine Truhe. Ein Buch. Ach, gucke an, das Tagebuch des Schleusers. Aha, aha, aha.
Good day. Someone told me that you're a friend of Jonas's, the young cabin boy who's gone missing.
That's right, yeah. Are you looking for him?
Yes. Your captain asked me to go and find him.
Happy to hear he's taken the disappearance seriously. What can I do for you?
What do you think about Captain Vasco?
He's a damn good navigator, and an excellent leader of men. He knows his craft well, in spite of being so young.
How old is he?
He's not seen his 25th year yet. If he keeps it up, he'll be an admiral one day.
When did you last see him?
2 days ago, in the evening. We went to have a drink in the tavern. Jonas, Lauro, and myself.
Did anything seem out of the ordinary? Was he troubled?
Maybe a tad troubled. Like he was somewhere else.
Why would that be? Give me your best guess.
Boy, I haven't the faintest idea.
What does Jonas do in his free time, when you're on land?
He just hangs around here or there. You know the cabin boys don't have half a sailor's wages. And when evening comes, we usually go down the tavern with good old Lauro.
Did he ever have one too many?
Never. He sips his pint like it was bad medicine. One drink lasts him the whole night.
Does he know anyone in Serene?
No one, far as I know.
Do you think he could have made himself any enemies?
I wouldn't think that for a moment. Jonas has a good heart and he steers clear of trouble and troublemakers.
I don't know where to start with this. Do you have any idea?
No. Lauro won't stop telling anyone who will lend him an ear that the boy was carried off by thugs.
And you don't believe him?
I like Lauro, don't get me wrong, he's like a brother. But to be honest, he drinks a little more than he should. The itch for a drink gets us all, but to him more than others, and when you drink too much, the imagination wanders. Here, yesterday, it was me who tied one over, and I thought I heard Jonas's voice by the canal. I called back to him, as you guessed, but then nothing. Drink. It blurs the senses.
I need to be going. Farewell.
Strange story, this is.
Something isn't right here, I can feel it. We need to lift the veil on this.